Well, good morning everybody, and it's morning here for me, and good morning to Chase as well. Yeah, Nana's early. Are you not? Who's that? Molly. Molly, will kind of take off. Both my dogs, as you can see, are due for a clip, and I promised that I would talk about a little bit about not just my snakes but my dogs. And Jed is now 6 years old, he would be, and he is a Labradoodle. Very, very family orientated, very, very protective of his home, but extremely protective of me. Is he not, Taylor?
Yeah, right.
And
he just does this the whole time I'm here.
Yeah, and he absolutely loves Taylor. The most friendliest of dog, but if he does not like you, my goodness, it's like nothing.
The friendliest dog if you don't love.
Yeah, if he doesn't like you, then be scared. I would be, if that were the case. But in general, he is. He just loves everybody. He has just got a few that he doesn't love. And it's fear-based. Just like our snakes. Fear-based behaviour. Basically, he will hide behind me. He will seek me out. If I have somebody in this room he does not like, he will be up behind my back. And when you've got a big dog like that all over you, oh, it's great fun. Just wonderful fun. But he does this to Taylor. He just loves Taylor, of course. He loves Noah. The moment that Noah turns up here, Molly's out, sitting up right next to him, can't get close enough, and Jed's the same. So, like I said, Jed's a Labradoodle. Molly, who has taken off, but you saw a glimpse of, she is a Bichon Frise Poodle. So, two fluffy dogs. I've not always had fluffy dogs in my life, but that's just how it turned out. And a friend of mine had Jed. She could no longer, not about taking care of him, but he was a bit of maintenance and constant, and he does bark a lot, as you are all well aware in my videos, how much my dogs bark. And they're both as bad as each other, to be perfectly honest. One starts, the other starts. But overnight, they're down in my room sleeping all night. Don't hear a peep out of them. So, yeah, they're good dogs. And I certainly feel very protected with Jed in my life, don't I, Jed? Are you a good boy? He says, well, I'm in love with Taylor. That expression on his face. And do you know what it is? Taylor comes here and she rolls a ciggy and goes outside. And of course, Jed thinks that's wonderful because he gets to go out multiple times, even though it might only be for a short time. But like all animals, they love the outdoors. And my dogs are pretty much indoors all day with me. Of course, they go out when they need to, but they're indoor dogs. So, yeah, of course, my cats are here, there, and everywhere. Ruby isn't here at the moment, but you've seen Ruby, who sleeps up behind me.
You can hop down now.
On the couch.
Down now.
Max, one of my grey, green-eyed cats, finds his way to my bed. And, yeah. But why I clicked the camera on was because, you know, Lily, which is normal Lily behaviour.
So, yeah,
Lily's behaviour. Now, you know, I know I've been going on a little bit about emotions with our snakes lately. Not all the time, but certainly lately. And not that this is an emotion, but this is certainly a behaviour related to an emotion, which is, I want to come on out. And this is Lily telling me she wants to come on out. And this is how Lily does it. Don't you? Every time. And you know, she moves quite fast when she's been hanging at that door for a long time, wanting to come on out. She's like, you know, the excitement of getting out. And I'll get out before she might change her mind, and like as if I've ever done that. Although I probably have. You know, I've been in the process of letting her out and somebody has knocked at the door. And I've quickly sort of closed the door, opened the door, and then come back to her. So, you know, Lily has sort of recognised, well, the door's open, I'll get out and get going. And this is, you know, and are well aware of the fact that this is regular. This isn't intermittent with Lily. This is every day with Lily. Once she's digested and her belly is feeling empty-ish, she knows it's time to come on out and explore and go up to her places where she loves to hang out here. So I don't know if she's going to go to the little one or the big one, but a lot of the time she's been lately going to the little one and crawling across the TV to get over to the big one. And I don't know whether she finds that a more adventurous way to do things now, but it seems to be what she's like doing. So I just watch her and I keep my eye on her, and I make sure, of course, always that she is totally safe doing this. Most important is their safety. So guys, just a little video of Jed. I'm sorry, Molly took off, but Molly tends to do that.
Do you think she's needs, I don't know, even to be spoken to, or?
Yeah, and I'll explain a little bit about that actually when it comes to Molly. When she was young, not very old, she did her cruciate and needed surgery, and a big surgery for a little dog, and she had her leg in plaster for about 6 weeks and had to be penned up in a playpen, so she had space, but pretty much I had to give her medication every day and over and back and forwards to the vet, and she hated it. And it seemed to her that every time I went near her, I was putting something down the back of her throat or putting her in the car and taking her to the vet. And Lily on the brain, Molly has not forgotten that. And also, you know, I put the flea treatment on her, all those things, and the moment I say her name, come here Molly, she thinks, what are you going to do? They just don't forget. And I can sometimes coax her by offering...
She goes underneath your bed, which is the hardest.
Yeah, she'll run under my bed, but I can coax her sometimes with a smacko to get her to come out, but she sometimes thinks, no, you're not fooling me. So, yeah, very smart too, are they not, our dogs? So guys, I will let Lily go do her thing, and I will spend some time with my daughter and my grandson. Well, Jessie, I'm not feeding you, dude, but I want to get you water bowl. And this is Jessie, my male jungle carpet python, and he's a bit of a, you open the door and I get a feed. which, as we all know, is not always the case. So I just want to get his water bowl, and until he starts, as he's kind of doing now, and he's moving back because he is realizing it's not food, okay. I wait for this to be what Jessie does, because then I know that he's understood that he isn't getting anything to actually eat. So yeah, I've kind of been slowly getting around the room to do what I need to do today, and Jessie's water bowl was on the list. I've only got Sears. She's just moved over to the other side of her enclosure, and I didn't want to disturb her because she was out again, just relaxing out in the open. So by opening up the door and going in, I would have disturbed that peace that she's finding and that safety in being able to do it. Eventually I will be able to just go in and get a water bowl wherever she happens to be in her enclosure, and it won't bother her. But I'm just taking my time with that sort of thing. You can kind of see that Jessie is still you know, a little bit in that feed kind of stance there that he's in, but not like he was, which was coming right down and checking me out. So I'm kind of in a position now where I can go and get his water bowl, and I know he's not going to strike me at all. So let's get your water bowl, buddy, for you today. You know, I'm sticking my head right in there. Sorry, I've moved the camera a bit, but yeah, that's just Jessie and just how Jessie reacts. He's all right now. There's no issue in giving Jessie, you know, a pat at all. He knows who it is. He's all right now to do that with. You know, he's a pretty good boy, and he was only fed a few nights ago actually, so you know, certainly digested, but certainly not starving. But even if he was, he still wouldn't strike out at me, you know. And it's about being sensible, guys. Reading the body language from your snake. When I first opened that door, I'd be a fool to just go in and stick my hand in there with Jessie. But I do know that once he's recognised who it is, I don't and won't have a problem with him at all. So he is about due to pretty much come on out. But you know, my boy is one that likes to, yeah, hang in his enclosure a little bit as well, and is happy to be one of those snakes that stays in his enclosure, but certainly isn't a defensive snake at all. So, as I said, I would be doing just little short videos as I'm doing things, and this is my life daily in one way or another. And yeah, just gives you a visual of Jessie and a little bit about his behaviour and how he responds. And they're all different. You know, they're all very, very different in their behaviour, but I like to have that communication and time with them, even in their enclosure. I don't just open the door and grab their water bowl and come back and shove their water bowl in and say, there you go. I just take some time to, you know, give him a bit of a pat, say hello to him. Yeah, do it, guys. It gets them so used to you doing those sorts of things with them. And it's important to do it with them. So, you take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. And thank you for watching. Ciao.